That jerk was hidden in that speed just now. Because if you were thirsty and you were anxious to take that trade, oh, it's going down, let's get in. Oh, well, we got 5 micropips. Wait, let's get into it. I still have pricing. There was too much speed present.
Too much speed present.
You're not taking that trade. It was disqualified. So the parameters are confirming the prerequisite of the environment and the behavior that you already did in advance to get here. So remember that the market also does whatever it wants to do. So by the time you get to this point where you're applying the parameters, you have to understand that you're monitoring everything now through the parameters. Now you're monitoring it, like right now is the perfect example. Because just now on that, you saw how there's speed. Well, if you're seeing that there's speed, you know that you're actually not in a solid, slow environment right now. So you actually need to wait for the market to slow back down again.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, at this moment, you need to wait for the market to slow back down. So understand that as you're applying these parameters, if the market environment has sped up, you need to go back and wait for the market environment to slow back down before you get back into the rhythm of applying the parameters again. Because if you continue just to apply the parameters with this speed, what you're trying to do is you're trying to curve fit a way to get in. And there is no need to try to do that because you don't want to get in if the market has too much speed in it. So until the market environment is slow again, guess what you're doing? You're just waiting for that environment to slow back down again.
301 on repeat, baby. 301 on repeat. All right, so we live on IG. YouTube is good to go. Beast mode is in the building. Alarm is set. Actually, alarm is off a little bit. I need to reset it. I'm going to reset it right now, as a matter of fact. So let me do that. All right, alarm is reset. What else did I want to do? I also wanted to get this fully distributed out. It's not fully distributed just yet. Let me see something. Oh, I could do it like that. Okay. All right. Wait, where's the chat? E, if you want here on YouTube, check in the group chat. Ask for it in the group chat. Somebody will share it. It's in the group chat too. You got to go to pictures and just go through the pictures that are in there, and you'll see it. It is in there. All right, so I need to push this out also in the group. See, like this new Facebook setup gets on my nerves. I was saying this yesterday. It really gets on my nerves now because it doesn't let me do things as efficiently because I gotta figure out like how to navigate faster. Stuff is in different spots, like it's weird. Even the way that you post is different. It's just weird. But as usual, we just deal with shit. We just roll with the punches, man. Roll with the punches. It's amazing that we even have Facebook and all these platforms of communication the way that we do. It's really remarkable, actually. So no matter how bad it seems, it ain't bad at all. Shit is amazing. You know? And it's all free. You don't got to pay for none of this stuff. You know, monetarily anyway. They do be collecting your information. They do be keeping track of where you are and all that with these apps. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, so I need one more and then we'll be good. All right, we should be good. Should be good. All right, y'all make sure y'all like the video, man. Immediately. Expeditiously. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. Tell your mom about it. For real, tell your mother. Hey mom, there's this crazy dude on the internet you need to listen to. He talks about trading. Tells you how to make money and all that. All right, mama? All right. E, you on here? Let me see if he's on here. Somebody do me a favor, share the spreadsheet in the group chat for me, please. Share that in the group chat for me, please. All right, let's see. Let's see who's in the building. Aria, what's happening? Happy birthday, girl. I knew she was gonna pop on here. She want that TA birthday love, of course. Sadiq is in the building. What's up, man? Oh man, yo, I put this out the crates. Yo, I had this in the this was hanging up in the back of my closet, way in the back, like behind shit. I was like, I forgot about this shirt. Let me throw this on real quick. Get my lumberjack shirt on. Yeah, get my lumberjack on, man. Yeah, Ariel, she's 22 years young, man. Rocking with TA, I'm telling you. Telling you, future looking bright, girl. All right, so listen, let's see who's in the building. Jeffrey's here, Jelani's in the building. Yes, sir, happy Tuesday. Ashton is here. Looking a little spiffy. It's crazy what a button-up shirt do, right? It changed your whole vibe. It's crazy. Donna's in the building. Mark G, what up, man? Stacy, what's up? Emily, what up? EJ, what's good? Very good, been peaceful, excellent. Yeah, see, Don was already on it, lumberjack. Shavonda's in the building, what's up? Liza, what's happening? Jay Cleasy. She said her mama know who I am. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Don is in the building. Ozzy, what up? Peleus. E, did you get the spreadsheet? If they didn't post it, just when you get a chance, look in the pictures in the chat and you'll see it in there. Just click on it and then you'll be able to download it. But somebody might post it because I just asked somebody to post it just now. So we'll see. All right, so let's see. So I see Don setting it off. He says, oh, well, before that, I'm going to get into the topic. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So Dee says she can write her own ticket. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. When you're 22, you got mad years ahead of you. I'm telling you. A lot of years, like a lot of years. It's crazy. Yeah, I was wilding at 22. I was wilding when I was 22. I ain't gonna front. I was doing what 22-year-olds be doing. Like in the 90s. I was like, I was in that 90s clique. We was bugging out in the 90s, man. Damn. All right, so topic, is it better to trade faster or slower markets? This is good, man. This is a good topic today. This is really good stuff today, for real. Because that's a question that we know the answer to. But we're going to get into it. Down fast or slow isn't the main problem. Off the rip. All right, let me get Don DeMarco up because I see that we on the vibration already. Off rip. Off rip. Yes, indeed. Extremely focused, man. All right, let me mute this chat.
I'm focused, man.
Yep. Extremely focused, man. I see somebody just shared it in the chat. So it's in there now. It is in there now. So Don says, fast or slow isn't the main problem. It's rhythm within the slow or fast market. That's a vital component to take a trade. Interesting use of a word, rhythm. That's kind of ill right there. I like that word. I like that word with what it is that we know you need to have present regardless of whether it's fast or slow. Because when you think about rhythm, rhythm is harmony. It's harmonious sound. Well, it's not even just sound. You can see rhythm too. You can see it like it's continuous. Another good word is tempo, right? The rate. So these words are describing the one word that we know that we are always waiting to see in the market, which we're going to get to in a minute. But that's good. I like that. Lumberjack's taking it back. Paley's talking about Ariel's a baby. I think Paley's is what, 23? Paley's is, you a baby too, man. Y'all little babies. All right, so what else was I about to say? Oh, okay, and Jay Carly Ben shared it. I see. All right, cool. Paley said it doesn't matter, depends on skill level. Right there. Right there. So he says it doesn't matter if it's fast or slow, it depends on the skill. Saying a lot right there. We're gonna get into more detail. Stacy says, for me, it is slow. And that's cool. See now, look, and this is going exactly the way that I wanted it to, because the reason that I asked the question is because your reply to the question is going to shed light on what it is that you're comfortable with. You see? And whatever you're comfortable with is fine. It's fine. Always remember that anytime something is introduced to people or to a person, you can't start off at a fast pace. You need to start off slow so that there is comprehension. If you can't comprehend what you're learning, it doesn't make any sense to even go through whatever that process is, because you're not grasping it if you can't comprehend. If you can't keep up with the pace of the distribution of the learning, how can you comprehend it? So if the pace is slower, it's easier to comprehend. This is just basic logic. Even in the physical world, when you look at something moving, it's easier to see the details of it if it's slow. Right? If it's moving slower, you can actually see the details of it. Now, what happens is, through time elevation of your ability to see, without you even knowing it, you begin to be able to see detail even when something is moving faster. And this is why I love the way that I move in the group with us, because the way that I move is in a way where it will be understood by anybody. In other words, even if you just start, you'll comprehend. You don't have to comprehend everything that is being talked about at the time. And as a matter of fact, the way that you're introduced is through the slow part first. It's slowed down for you first so that you comprehend and you understand what's actually going on, right? Now, as you start to comprehend and your skill, your ability improves and elevates without even trying, you begin to see with more precision. You see? You're not even trying to do that though. That's what's crazy. You're not even trying to do that, but you end up doing it because this is just what happens organically without you trying. And this is what is going on within the markets for us, and really for anybody that just follows along with what it is that we're actually doing. You actually begin to improve. Your ability gets better. It gets sharper, more precise. You're not trying to do that. See, and the funny thing is that the more you try to do it and try to make it happen faster, you actually slow yourself down, because it means that you'll deviate from the process somehow. If you just leave it alone and allow it to work the way that it works, you'll find that you're not slowing it down because you're not interrupting the process. And this is super important. Like, you gotta understand, this is serious. This is serious. So it's interesting as a question. Is it better? You know, what's better, fast or slow markets? What happens is people actually reveal their own thought process by answering that question. See, for most of us, the question is, it doesn't matter. Some people will pick one or the other. Well, I like faster markets. And when you answer that question, it's like, okay, cool, you like the faster markets. Why? You see? So now, when you're asked why do you prefer that environment, you're forced to actually give reason as to why you not only like that environment, but what it translates into for you. And that's why your response is going to shed light on what you're actually seeing in the market. Yoo-hoo! It sheds light on what you're seeing. If you say, I like faster markets, well, why? And your response to that is going to tell me everything about you. I like slower markets. Your response to that is going to tell me everything about you. It's telling me everything about your thought process because you're choosing one. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? If you say it don't matter, I understand that you may be and likely are at an elevated level of understanding, because if it don't matter if the market's moving fast or slow, well, then how do you actually trade? How do you end up in a trade if it doesn't matter? That's a good question. That's a good question, man. Like, listen to that question. How do you end up in a trade if it doesn't matter whether the market is moving fast or slow? How do you end up in the trade? Fast is not slow. Slow is not fast. There are different setups in fast markets, slow markets. So how are you selecting trades? How are you getting into the market? What's the reason behind you taking a trade? You see how much this opens up? It really opens up the dialogue, and it forces you to respond truthfully. See? So your response, like I said, whatever you say is going to tell me everything about you. I'm going to know immediately what's going on with you. See? So DJ Tron, what's happening? This is good stuff, man. Like this is good stuff. I'm telling you, this is good. This is a good topic, and this is just good stuff. This is so educational. Sheesh. I don't know what's wrong with my feed. Why is this not like displaying properly? I don't know what's going on with YouTube on here. It's acting funny. I can't, but I can see the chat though. All right, so let me come back in the chat real quick. See what y'all talking about. Ashton says stability. I'm beating the word stability into my brain. I like that, Ashton. That's the answer to every question. I don't care what the question is. Hey, what's the weather? Stability. That's it. My answer is stability to everything. Yeah, condition yourself. That's right. I like that. EJ, fast or slow don't matter. It's your head that needs the peace to see the rhythm. Yes. And it's interesting that you said that you need peace. Because what that means is that you need clarity. Listen, the peace is in the clarity. Being clear in your understanding of what you're looking at. That's why you at peace when you're looking at the market. Because you see it clear. Yes? Makes a lot of sense. Applegate, what's happening? From Shangri-La, what's happening, man? Who else is that? That's Jared, I think. What's happening, Jared? Is that Jared? Yeah, I think that's Jared. Jeffrey said, fast and slow don't matter. Knowing why and why not is more important in both environments. Don said, I think of the market almost like driving on the highway. You need to be able to make quick reads of people around you to get safely to your destination. Very good. Very good. Yeah, everybody make sure that you hit the like button when you come on, please. Lamont, what's going on? Paley says, if you focus more on one, no distractions. I see slow as football and fast as track. Focus on one sport and become a master at it. That's more valuable time-wise and focus-wise. Who agrees with that? I agree with that. I agree. See, because, and I'm gonna explain why I agree with that. The reason I agree with that is because he's right as far as focus. Absolutely. And you want to have focus and clarity at all times. It's not that you want all of this ability to do stuff, right? I don't want a lot of ability. I want simplicity. Now, it just so happens that simplicity comes through enhanced ability. Enhanced ability. In other words, the more that you become precise with the execution of the process, the better you get, the simpler it becomes. Doesn't that make sense? That's what's happening. So it's not that you want to be so knowledgeable so you could talk shit. Hey, man, I know what I'm doing. I'm the greatest at this and I'm wonderful. I win all my trades. It's not for that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you win all your trades. Even if you win all your trades, who cares? They're not winning all their trades. So if you can't really help someone else to understand why you're winning your trades, doesn't mean anything really. It only means something to you. So for me, the growth for me comes through me sharing my knowledge, and that's how I elevate. That's how you elevate. So what happens is, the more that you become sharp with the ability to actually execute the process, the simpler everything becomes. So without trying, you automatically start to do stuff because you're conditioned to execute the process. The process opens the door for the ability to continuously enhance. So you get better without trying to. You don't got to try to get better. I'm not trying to get better. All I'm doing is executing every day. But what happens? I get better. You see what I'm saying? And the better that I get, the easier it becomes for me to communicate what my process is to you. So now I'm sharing things with you that are foundational, that have to be in place no matter what you're doing. That's why these discussions even come up. It's like, well, which markets, what's better, fast or slow? Truth is, it doesn't matter which one. That's the truth. Truth is, you can do both. Uh-oh. Now, hold on. Just because you can do both doesn't mean you should. Let's go back to what Peleus just said. How about you focus? Just decide on one and focus on that one and mastering your ability within that one. What will happen organically is that because you're becoming good at the process and understanding the reason that you're winning in that environment, that reason transcends fast and slow. Uh-oh. So in other words, you're understanding the underlying reason why. And that's the same reason that is applied no matter what the speed of the market is. Market can be fast or slow. We're recognizing the same thing regardless. That's an eye opener right there. You say driving in the mink coat. That's funny. Oh, snap. Ab said faster markets is way better. I'm curious to know why. EJ, NADEX does really give you the winning trades when you slow your mind, regardless of trade speed. And it's not that it's NADEX giving you the winning trades. It's the market. See, understand that one thing that you become aware of is the realization that it's not NADEX versus you. In reality, it's not even the market versus you. Let me tell you what it is. It's your misunderstanding of the market versus you. Hold on. We're going somewhere with this. Hold on. Oh boy. Going somewhere with this one. It's you versus your misunderstanding. Huh? What do you mean? You think it's the market. It ain't the market. The market is the same. It's the same market. It don't matter who's trading it. Doesn't matter who's trading it. So it ain't the market, is it? What is it? It's you versus your misunderstanding of the market. It's about not knowing certain things about the market that you have to fight against. That's what your fight is. See? So you start to learn how to fight by observing the market. The very thing you don't understand. Uh-oh. That's you taking the key and putting it in the door. See? Time and experience is you turning the key and opening the door. But it begins with the key. You need the key first. What's the key? Observation. Observation. Sit down and look. Just look at it. Well, what am I looking for? You ain't looking for nothing. You're looking at. Whoa. We did a study today in a group chat. I believe that this is the best study to date. There were 3 specific recordings that I posted that I told y'all to save. And I hope that y'all save those recordings, because those are straight up trainings, like trainings of nuances that you are exposed to in the market. You have to learn how to understand the nuances of what the market is doing, period. because everything that you're doing is within that. It's within little nuances, like little nooks and crannies and stuff that the market does. And it's like, wait, what was that? I thought that was this. It looked like that, but it wasn't. It was different. You're trying to understand what it is that you're looking at. And the one thing you always find yourself doing is you try to curve fit. You don't mean to do that, though. I know that it's not intentional, but you do it. Now, the way to get out of doing that is through the observation, the study, interpreting. Just like when I use words, I'm using words to describe what you're seeing. Do the words make sense with what you're seeing? Yes. When I say indecision, do you know what that means? What you know what that looks like in the market? Yes, you do. When I say intentional, do you know what that looks like? Yes, you do. Commitment. Yup. Now, these are all words, different words, but the words are correlated, aren't they? Some of the words actually are synonymous with one another. It's crazy. It's like, well, what's the difference between consistent and intentional? You tell me. Are they different? Or are they different perspectives of the same? Uh-oh. You see how you elevate? This is where words come from. How do you think words are born? Words are created through elevation. As you gain higher understanding, you got to create a new word for what you see now, because your understanding is higher. You can't use the same word to describe what you see now. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is hard today, man. This is good today. Ab said, slow, you miss a lot of opportunities. Untrue. In the slow market, there are just different opportunities, but that doesn't mean that you miss a lot of them. You'll miss them if you're using the wrong process in a slow market. You can't use the same process you're using in the fast market in a slow one. The process is going to be different somehow. Ultimately, it's not different, but it is at the same time. It requires more skill to do things in a faster environment. Just with anything. Does it not? If someone is teaching you at a faster pace and you're not able to keep up with the faster pace, the same teacher can teach you the same thing at a slower pace and you get it. How is that? The same information. Oh, okay, I'm going to slow it down for you. I slow it down for you, you learn it. Student over here, I'm moving at a faster pace, he gets it. But you both now have the same information, but the way that you're able to understand the information and receive the information is at a different pace. Doesn't make him better than him. How can he be better than him when you both have the same information now? Make sense? This is where the elevation comes. Now you start to realize, oh shit, it ain't even about fast or slow. No. Nope. And the fact that people still compare and try to pick, oh, well, nah, I like slow better. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That is great. But understand that just because you like slow better doesn't mean that fast is bad. It just means you don't understand at the faster. You see, because it requires more. The pace is faster. It requires more what? More precision in the observation. You got to see things with more precision. But guess what? You got to see things with just as much precision, even in a slow market. Whoa. You didn't know that, huh? As a matter of fact, there are times where you have to see with more precision in a slow market. Because when the market slows down, you see the real behavior. And you have to wait for the the behavior to subside if it is not conducive to the trade that you want to be in, which is a trade that's going to win. It's good stuff, man. It's good. I ain't gonna lie. Don said fast order, slow order, fast chaos, slow chaos. Hard. He said paradox. Yep. Yep. Oh, I see I'm kind of far behind in this chat. Let me try to catch up. Ab, slow, Pele, slow miss a lot of opportunities. He says it gets annoying. If you don't understand how to apply the process in a slow market, I can imagine so. Jeffrey, the indicator made me do it. Right. Right. Ario, I think speed determines how you enter the market and exit the market. And it depends on the way that you observe the market and study the market. And you put your own thought process in, it will reveal it. I agree. I agree. Ab, ever been in a slow market and it just prices you out? Not always, Ab. Nope, not always. Don, if you look at an employee, they're slow, sloppy workers. They're slow, clean workers. Come on, Don. Come on, Don. They are fast, sloppy workers. They're fast, efficient workers. Same thing with the market. Human emotions. That's hard. Come on, Don, with the analogies. Jelani, would you say, Mark, that by picking either a fast or slow market and not both of them, a person would be curve fitting or lack confidence when they are observing the market? I would not say that that's the case, because deciding on one or the other allows you to have intensity in your focus, and the focus will allow you to learn the process regardless of which market speed you've selected. So let me help to frame that a little bit better. For example, the framework that I teach. The framework that I teach applies in fast or slow market. Doesn't matter. Now, people don't believe that because they've always seen me trade in slow markets for the most part. But now recently you've seen me trade in faster markets. You're like, wait, what are you doing now? You trading in speed now? It's not that I'm trading in speed. The market is moving faster when I'm in a trade. But I'm not in the trade because the market is moving faster. Wait. When I take a trade in a slow market, I'm not in the trade because the market is moving slow. You see what I'm saying? So in actuality, picking one or the other is good because it allows you to focus on the process. Listen to me. When you pick one, you're not focusing on the speed. You're focusing on the process. Y'all following me? Are y'all with me? When you decide on one, that's for your own sanity. Just pick one. I don't care which one it is. That's for your own sanity. The process is the same, ain't it? Same process? So what's the real focus? The real focus is the process. Does that help? That should help to gain a clear, vivid understanding of what I'm even talking about. So there is no better. Well, slow is not better than fast. The fast is not better than slower. When I say both, what I'm actually saying is focus on the process. Whoa. Listen to what I just said. When I said both, what I'm actually saying is focus on the process itself. This is crazy. These are good. These are very good questions that are coming up. I like that. That was good, Jelani. That was good. Hopefully y'all caught that just now, what I'm talking about. Mark G, we learn how to trade in a slow market here. Yes, we do. He said, oh, I didn't know that was a trick question. He said, slow market, you have to wait. That's my opinion. In a fast market, you got to wait too. So hold on. So wait, let's be clear. When the market is moving fast, do you just jump into trades? Or are you waiting for something? You don't just jump in because it's fast. Oh, the market is fast. It's time to trade, baby. Let's go. And you start taking trades. Don't you wait for something? My question is, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting for my setup to come. Okay, cool. So whatever your setup is something that you've decided works in a faster market, right? Now, what happens is you take your setup, which is your curve fit way of seeing an entry into a trade, and when you try to apply that in a slow market, it don't work. Why not? Why doesn't it work in a slow market? Because you've curve fitted in your own head to only work in a fast market. See, you created that. So now you have a certain amount of trades that will come because your setup is designed in your head to come in a fast moving market. So now what happens is you only see the setup when the market is fast. That's the only time that it comes for you, when the market is fast, right? Now, all of this is happening, right? And market is moving. Yo, I can't stand Scam Likely. Get out of here. I can't stand that. Anyway, so now market is moving fast, right? You get X amount of setups that you see every day. So now here come your numbers. Oh, well, I get about 3 to 4 trades a day. Yeah, that's based on the curve fit that you actually created for the way that you trade. Next question is, do you win every trade? You don't win every trade. Let's stop right there. You don't win every trade. Why did you lose the trades you didn't win? You traded in speed. You're supposed to win every trade, right? Because listen to what you just said. You said that in a slow market, it just prices you out. In other words, your trade don't come. You don't have a way to get in because there's no option pricing. So you're dealing with that because you're trying to apply your curve fit in a slow market and it doesn't work. Because you didn't design it for that to work in a slow market. That's why it doesn't work for you. Does that make sense? So what you're saying is slow sucks because the way I trade it don't work in a slow market. That's what you're really saying. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you're actually saying. And what I'm saying to you is that there's a reason that you should be in any trade, in any speed, fast or slow. And we know what that reason is. There's only one. There's only one reason that you should be in any trade ever. And we know what the reason is. So what I'm trying to help people to understand through these live streams and all of this information, this is educational content. This is teaching you something, even if you trade already. Oh, well, Mark can't tell me shit. I've been trading for 10 years. All right. How consistent have you been in your 10-year trading career? And that's just a question. Like, why did you lose your last trade that you lost? Why? Oh, well, because I got greedy. What does that even mean? What does that mean? You know what it means? It means you got greedy and you deviated somehow from whatever your process is, took the trade anyway, and you end up losing. What's the first thing I always talk about? Mindset. There's a reason that we move the way that we move. It's not by accident. It's not just for me to talk. I don't talk about all this stuff just because I feel like talking. I'm talking about everything because it's real. This is what we really do. I'm doing all this talk. I ain't even looking at the damn market. Hold on. And is this alarm going off? I can't even tell. Let me come in the comments. I'm sorry, because I know I'm kind of long-winded with these replies. But yeah, that's my thoughts on slow markets being whack, or oh, I don't like slow markets. Look what Jelani said. You also have to wait in the fast market, and that's a fact. I'm not saying nothing wrong. What I'm saying is facts. Don, pro traders are like positions in a sport. You can score, but there are different ways to score. Shaquille O'Neal scores 30, Kobe scores 30, but they do it differently. Bingo. They both score. Ab said, Jelani, depends on what you're looking at, what you train on, I think. Yeah, absolutely, Jelani. To add to my question mark, lack confidence in a fast market if you are just used to a slow market, and vice versa. Yeah, you can definitely lack confidence in whatever is unfamiliar to you. Like it's just like if I took something that you had the whole time, right, and it had 2 zippers on it, and you're used to only opening the zipper on the right side. Like let's say it's a case, right? On the other side, there's a zipper too, but you don't see the zipper. And then one day I'm like, yo, did you ever open up the other zipper? And you're like, what zipper? Then you look at it, you're like, oh shit, there's a zipper on this side too? Right? So it's the same case. You never opened the zipper. You scared to open the zipper. You're like, I don't know. Like, damn, I've been walking around with this shit for a year. What's in here? Only way you're gonna know, you gotta unzip it. Then when you unzip it, you see what's in it. You're like, whoa, I don't even know what that is. So you don't deal with it because it's unknown to you. It's like that. You feel emotional because you don't know about this side of the zip, like what was in the zipper on this side. You're like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know about the stuff in the right zipper. You see what I'm saying? So you can definitely be intimidated by that. Absolutely. Z, and what's going on? But that's a good question. E said, that's what I'm learning this past month, not understanding NADEX and its process. E, you saying that you're starting to understand. Peleus, what do you trade off of? Just curious. He said, which asset class? Jelani, okay, Mark, I think you just answered my question. A misunderstanding, not lack of confidence. Okay, you just answered the other part of my question. I knew it was an answer in there somewhere. Like, there, shit, I was talking a lot. Jeffrey, fast, slow transition between the two. The market provides opportunity, but do you know what you're looking at when they're present at the right time? When they're presented at the right time. Yes. Oh, that's crazy. So I had already answered the question and didn't even see it. TA vibe. That's hard. That's hard. Ab said, I disagree with slow because you wait and you miss a lot, not forgetting price out last second. Mark, would you say fast is bad? And what do you mean by fast in your opinion? I think that I probably answered that in that whole long ass dialogue that I did before I saw any of these. But just to reiterate, fast is not bad. And fast is subjective. You tell me what fast is. Like, what does fast mean to you? Because to me, fast is just not slow. Then, like you have levels of speed. You have levels of fast, right? Sometimes the market has so much acceleration in it, It's like, damn, this shit is moving fast. Now, does it end there? Does it just end with, oh, this is moving fast? No. What else happens? Let's actually go into it. It's moving fast and it's erratic, meaning look how fast it went up and then it came all the way back down. Look at that wick. So now you see a long ass wick on a candle, and the candle looked like the Twin Towers with an antenna sitting on the top of it. And you're looking at the chart like, oh my God, that's fast, but it's fast and erratic. What happens when it's fast, but every time that it moves, it actually stays where it goes? Is that different? Hell yeah, it's different. What's different about it? They both were fast. What's the difference? One was fast, this one was fast too, but the candles look completely different. What happened different? They both moving at the same speed. That's the part right there. That's the most important part. Understanding that right there. The answer to that is the answer to everything. Understanding the difference. Well, why does candle look crazy? This one look kind of nice. Like that's a nice solid candle. What's the difference? The difference is how it moved. So now we're talking about something that's even bigger than speed. So if that's the case, then that phenomenon takes place no matter what the speed is. Yep. Doesn't matter what the speed is. So now we're dealing with a deeper dynamic than just classifying the market as fast or slow. This is exactly why I brought the conversation up. Because your understanding needs to be raised up. It's just like if I say, hey man, we only trade slow markets. I didn't say fast markets are bad. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we only trade slow markets. And that's it. If I leave it at that, you don't even know what we're doing in the slow market. So what you'll do is you'll try to wait for the market to slow down, and then you'll take your curve fit. You will take the way you enter into a trade and then try to apply it when the market is slow. And because you don't see the same results as you would see when the market is fast, you don't like slow. That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to explain to you earlier. So there's a reason that happens the way that it does. It's because you have a specific way that you enter your trades. That's your curve fit. That's what you've actually designed for yourself. You see what I'm saying? And you're taking that and you're trying to apply it in a different environment. And when you apply it in a different environment, it don't work the same way that it does in a faster environment. So to you, you're like, I don't like that shit. That shit sucks. You see what I'm saying? But it's not even a matter of the speed. At the core of it, it doesn't even have anything to do with speed. Let me stop. EJ Ab, are you 100% successful in fast market? Example, using big contracts. 100% meaning no losing trades consistently. Good question. That's a good question. I'm not sure if Ab is going to answer that. I'm going to scroll down in a minute and see if he did. Let me see. Shani, as long as I can observe and study what market is up, too fast or slow don't matter for me. That's elevation. That's the elevation. See, and that's not something that you try to do. That's something that ends up happening. When you have a process that works in the market, period. Like once you start to understand the nature of the market itself, you're not putting any curve fits on the market anymore. You're not putting your projections on it. You're just looking at the market as it is. Oh, well, the market does what it wants. Hell yeah, it does what it wants. That's not the question. The question is, do you know what it's doing? Of course it does what it wants. We know that. But can you make sense out of what it is doing right now? That's an even deeper question. Can you make sense out of what it's doing now? That's the real question. I'm gonna stay on IGTA. Jeffrey, EJ, you on the TA vibe? You joined yet? Oh yeah, I think. Wait, did EJ say he was joining? I don't know if EJ said he was going to join. I think I told him though. I told him we need to if he in them 5 minutes. Jelani, Don DeMarco for Vaughn, no doubt. Paley is right, Mark. True, the process will be different in the fast market. So will the behavior, and you don't teach that, so you would have to learn that on your own over time. Mm-hmm. Sean, he said, fast or slow, I don't care. I just need one trade a week. Give me 300 a week. I'm good. EJ, I'm working on my mindset and habits, and I feel I know how to trade, but just need to control myself. EJ, there's no 100%, but it can happen. Loads of win in a row or losses or not. EJ says, Ab, how many trades do you take on average per day? So, Ab, were you saying that there's no such thing as 100%? Is that what you were saying? Or you were saying that you don't do 100%? Just so that I'm clear. Walker, so the skill is really about being able to see the market's alignment with the process. Woo. Come on, Walker. Come on, see, I know y'all gonna catch it today. The Kung Fu was good today, man. The Kung Fu was good. He said, for example, if the market is moving a phase, but behavior aligns with P2 and then P3, your ability to recognize will determine if you're ready to receive that market. Yes. Yep. Ab said he takes more than 2 trades. Walker, otherwise the slow market gives you more of a microscope to the market's alignment with the process. Yes. Yep. So D says, EJ, we follow Mark's lead. Indeed. Don, that's why mindset is important. It goes way beyond the excuse of fast or slow, because the mind creates the tempo, which leads to a profitable or unprofitable trade. Mind and body connection. Nice. Nice. Don is on it today. EJ, I'm working on consistency and eliminating losses, and I know it can be done with the right habits in mind, so gotta work on that. Yeah, definitely do. EJ, you'll get there. Keep chipping away. Ab, I mean, you get it in, but the price goes too high or the contract doesn't go through. Not all the time. And that also can happen when you trade in the faster market. So, nope, it doesn't happen. It's like you can't just conclusively say anything about fast or slow markets. You can't conclusively say anything about not getting filled. Oh, well, if you trade in a slow market, you ain't gonna get a fill. That's not true. I've gotten fills where there wasn't even pricing showing. There was no pricing showing, and I got filled. Full contracts. Explain that. So I'm just saying that to say that this is why you can't ever conclusively say certain things and it be a fact, because it's not a fact. That's not a fact. What is a fact is that you can get filled even when you don't see pricing. You cannot get filled when you do see pricing. A lot of things can happen. Does anything always happen? No. But what happens is as you refine your process, because your process becomes so refined and in tune and in sync with the market and the platform, the consistency of your trades becomes more obvious. It's like, damn, it seems like he always get filled. Well, what happens is my timing is precise. IG gonna cut off, I'm gonna come back on though. It's about timing. When that timing gets precise, and I'm talking about timing with the process. I'm not talking about timing on when you took the trade. I'm talking about timing on why you took the trade. Did you take that trade because now is a good time? Did you take that trade because now was the right time? What is the right time? What does that even mean? Like you see how clear that is? That's valid, man. That's valid, and that's something that you have to consider when you are in the markets, period. Just the statement, no such thing as a good trade, it's about the right time. That statement alone will elevate people. That's going to elevate you when you're trading. Just that statement. No such thing as a good trade. It makes you redefine what a good trade is. It's like, well, a good trade is a winning trade. Period. Although it goes even deeper than that. It's like, well, a good trade is a trade I would want to be in. Whoa. So that means that you've taken trades and it moved a certain way and you didn't like it and you wish that you wasn't in it. And it might win. Of course, if it wins, you feel better, but you feel bad because you didn't really want to be in the trade because of how the market was moving. You would have preferred not to be in that trade, even though it won. When you start to get to that level, things start to become really, really clearer for you. What the hell is this doing? Oh, somebody trying to hack into my computer, man. Trying to connect their iPod. Get out of here. And I don't know why YouTube ain't showing up on this thing. It's still not showing. I don't know what that's about. But this is good, man. This is good stuff, like for real. This is good. EJ, I'm working on. Oh, okay. He already said that. Ab, I mean, you get it in, but the price goes too high. The contract doesn't go through. Just talked about that. Sadiq said losses. What's that? Facts. Lamont. Wise Eye, what's up? Sadiq, I see you. Black Stallion, what's happening? Lamont, but you can get priced out even if you follow all the parameters, whether it's fast or slow. Yes, which proves exactly what I'm saying. And understand that getting priced out doesn't mean that you can't get filled. Am I right or wrong? I just told you there were times where the market was completely priced out. And I got a full fill on the trade. How's that? How? How do you get filled and the price wasn't even there? That right there lets you know that there's more to the dynamic of the platform than what you see. There's more than meets the eye. You see? You start to understand the nature of what it is that you're actually even dealing with. Just by being on NADEX. NADEX is an exchange. You're not trading against NADEX and you're not trading against the market. You're trading against someone with the opposite idea that you have on the trade that you enter into. If you're buying, you're trading against people that want to sell at that time based on the way that they perceive the market. You're buying based on the way that you perceive the market. Well, who's going to win? The market decides that. You see? Now, the market decides that. At the same time, whoever understands the market with more clarity is the winner. Period. Am I right? Whoever understands the market, the nuances, the behaviors, the environment, whoever understands more will win. Because their timing is going to be more precise. In other words, they'll be taking trades at the right time. Whoa, what's the right time? When you're going to win the trade? That's it. What else we talking about? That's it. Ain't nothing else to it, man. Paley's, I've been trading for 10 years. Well, why aren't you successful? Yeah, you know how people. It doesn't mean anything. I did a whole live stream about that. Your time in the market doesn't mean anything if there's no value behind it. Doesn't mean anything. EJ, it's the losses that you have been having, Sadiq, otherwise you wouldn't be here. We're learning to eliminate those. Well, some people came here and they had never traded before. So some people, they haven't had losses because they ain't trade yet. Now, for people that have lost, of course, it makes sense to come here. For people that have never traded before, it definitely makes sense to come here because you're going to learn how not to lose. You're going to learn how to understand the market instead of learning a trading method, instead of learning a strategy, instead of me giving you signals. I'm going to teach you and condition you to understand the market itself so that you know when the right time has presented itself in order for you to take a trade that's going to win. You do that over and over again, that's a business. You do that over and over again, that's 1-0 forever. You see, that's what I'm teaching you, that's what you're learning. So I would say that that's more so the dynamic. Sadiq, we learn when not to trade. Absolutely. Add price out for me means two things. One, price quickly traveling to 90 in the last minute. Two, the contract not pulling through. Okay, both of them are variables. In other words, it doesn't always do anything. The more precise that you become with the process that you're using, the more that you'll see consistency in your personal trading, period. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's about timing. Sadiq, nah, bro, I'm new to trading and training. I never lost. Now, I just said the vibe be crazy. Anyway, EJ, Sadiq, well, you're on the right track. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sadiq, join us, brother EJ. Unlearning bad habits, slowing down, etc. Oh, right, to what you said earlier. Got you. What's up, Kalisha? Ab, one way of fast is super momentum. Okay, that's an interesting choice of words. Super momentum. Ab, I'm curious what that means. Like, describe that. I know exactly what you're saying, but I want you to describe that. Walker, dominant movement, 1 equals slow, dominant movement of 2, fast. Being able to recognize what the dominant movement and behavior is at the time equals skill. Walker's like butter right now. You're on a roll. EJ, behavior of speed. That's it. That's interesting, EJ. I like that. That's gonna lead to understanding. See, it's not speed that has behavior, but I ain't even gonna do all of that. But I understand exactly what you're saying. In other words, how it's moving in the speed. Yes. Sadiq said right here, pay attention, kids. You know it. Jeffrey, we may need to put a password to get on these lives. I know, right? Like, listen, you need the password to come on here today because this is a training. Manny, what's happening? Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I know what he mean though. Ab, I get your definition now, Mark. Mine is somewhat different, but I see your point. Jelani, he laughing at Jeffrey. EJ, what's your definition? Ab, Sadiq, Mark's a giver, but they still won't get it with passwords. Whoa, that's hard right there. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm focused, man.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's in plain sight, and people still don't catch it. Ab, EJ's a long explanation that won't fit in the chat box. It has certain conditions. Ab, what you talking about right now? What was that in response to? Was that about the super momentum or something else? Jamal, slow or fast is a slap. Oh no, he says slow or fast, a slap is a slap, no matter the speed. Pow, talk to the hand. That's funny. Yeah. That's a fact though. Yup, shit. Don't nothing hurt like a slow death too. You ever seen somebody in a trade? And I'm saying seen somebody in a trade because I've seen people take these trades. The market be looking like it's winning. Like the position it's in, like, oh, they're gonna win. And it just slowly goes to their death on the other side of that strike. And you like, oh, snap, damn. Like a 25 to 30 second slow death. I seen it all, man. Like, it's crazy. You couldn't tell them nothing. They know they was gonna win that. Nope. It's crazy. Shiny, listen, within a week of market action, you're gonna see it all. So that's why I focus on my one a week, and I'm good. Everything else just a distraction for me at this point. That's called focus right there. He focused, man.
I'm focused, man.
He's focused. Ab, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, Ab, elaborate. Elaborate. Because I'm not sure what you were responding to. Dang, there's a lot of comments in there. I missed. Ashton, E will get done with TA and not with IML. Sadiq said, no fill is still no loss. That's a fact. And when was the last time that you lost a trademark? 2017. May 2017. Shauna, you said a mouthful, that mark, refining your process. That sums up where I'm at personally. Yes. And Ab says that can happen. Of course, a loss can happen. If that's what you're referring to, of course. But why lose when you don't have to lose? If you follow a winning process, you're not going to lose. And notice I'm saying a winning process. I didn't say a winning strategy, because there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a winning curve fit. You see, it's temporary. Whatever strategy that you're using at the time is a temporary thing because it's based on a pattern that you're seeing at the time. That's why people lose trades, because they're basing trades off of a pattern that they see. But what happens when the market decides to stop doing that pattern? Then your trade stops working. You're like, damn, what happened? Oh man, the strategy, man, I need new strategy. Now you got to seek out a different way to do it. Does that happen? All the time. It's different when you actually are allowing the market to dictate everything. Whoa, we dealing with a different dynamic. See, it separates us from everybody else because we're fundamentally dealing with the market itself and allowing the market to determine everything instead of us trying to force the market to do something that we wanted to do. There's a difference. Big ass difference. My whistle game last night was weak. I know. It's back today though. I told y'all. Oh shit. Paley said I want to be in a bad trade. Paley, what you talking about? I guess you meant something about it. I don't know what you're talking about though. Michael, behavior and stability is key. TA never lies. Facts. Jeffrey Mark, I think we need to open the doors. The doors of the church for Ab. I think Ab thinks that I think Ab is really thinking that he's clear on what he's doing. I mean, that's just from what I'm gathering so far. Like I'm really more so listening because I'm curious to know what specifically you're actually doing when you take a trade that doesn't win. It's like, can you tell me or recognize why you lost the trade? And I think that that's the key that everybody needs who trades. If you don't know why you lost the trade, then you fundamentally don't understand as much about the market as you should. There's a difference between knowing why you lost and not knowing why you lost. Like, you can know why you lost and keep doing that and keep losing. That's one thing. But when you don't even know why you lost, you really got a problem. Because it's like, I'm not even sure what happened. You see what I'm saying? And what people will do is they'll deflect. They'll be like, well, you win some, you lose some. Nah, you don't win some and lose some. There's a reason that you win and lose. So if you get to the crux of the reason why, you can eliminate the losing part. That's what I'm saying. What you want, man? Come on, man, go get some food. I just gave you some food. This cat over here. Listen, you better not come nowhere near this wire. Don't even think about it. Let me see. Rob, what's going on? Rob Sullivan, what's happening? He said he's listening at work. Yes, indeed. Don, the market is like chicken. Shit, you have to understand how to navigate through the shit to get to the chicken salad. Ab, exactly. On NADEX, you trade against others and liquidity. Damn, I must be way back in the comments. Sheesh. Yeah, you can get filled. Sometimes you'll take less than our price cap, and you can win on that. Yep. Sadiq, Ab or EJ will join today. I'm taking bets. Y'all crazy. Ashton, not ever trading and finding TA first is like being a newborn baby. Yes, it is. You're funny. You're really taking bets. Yo, Jay Carly said the password is her Cash App. Her Cash App handle. Oh, snap. That is funny. I like that. I like that. Jay Carly is ill for that. Here, type this into your Cash App. That's the password. There you go. Oh, snap, Jelani, the password came up invalid. Yeah, y'all stupid, man. Y'all distracted me. I'm trying to focus. Ab, it was about super momentum. Okay, did you ever respond to that? I think you said something about it was too much to explain. I mean, like, just let me just keep going, because let me just try to get to the end. I've been listening to this and kind of can't tell dude ain't in training. So join training. Yeah, the last second loss sucks. Remember when I started on trading? Yes, it does. EJ, that slow death has happened to me many times, but now I recognize that better. Very good. Very good. Yep, Jay Carly was on it. She remember. Yep, May. May 2017. Shiny Donald Trump is the market whisperer. S&P dropped in less than 5 minutes today. So a lot of people got pummeled. That was probably that move where I sent in the study. That power move. I think that's what that was. Must have been that. EJ, my motto is I ain't losing from now on. This thinking liberates the mind from all the noise and allows you to focus on those 100%ers. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Liz, while both market speeds use same knowledge foundation, I prefer slow market for now. Faster market is an elevation goal as I build up on my reaction time and confidence. Want to know is the ultimate trading objective. Very good, Liza. Very, very well said. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yep, J. Carly, that's the key for everyone. Why'd you lose? Not being excited because you won. Right. Ashton, they will say you can predict the market. Right, which nobody can. Ab, I think one must prepare to lose or win initially and work towards why I always keep an open mind on things. All right, I'm at the bottom. I hope you win and figure things out. Always keep an open mind. Are you talking to EJ? Okay. Yeah, Pounds want a cameo. Yeah, he definitely talk English. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. EJ, this group is great. Ab, I wish you success and work on those 100%ers. Definitely. You want to see everybody win. Yep. Ab, do you trade you trade in 5-minute binaries? Jay Carly, we never trade less than our threshold, so I don't know what that meant. Oh, somebody must have said something. Okay. Ashton, if it's too much to explain, join TA and we talk on the live sessions. Yeah, so Ab, yeah, I'm curious about a few things because you opened up a dialogue when you said certain things, and I was curious. That's why I was asking like about super momentum, what you meant by that. because the way that you're using those words, I know exactly what you're saying, but I'm more curious as to what you mean and what's the difference between super momentum and momentum. You know, just as an example. Okay, so you trade in 5-minute and hourly. Cool. Cool. Hassan in the building. He said it was awesome to do a withdrawal today, income phase. Nice. Nice. Them 300 contracts is lit, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the if I take another trade this week, I'll record it. More than likely, or at least we'll record, make a video about the withdrawal. I actually made 2 withdrawals already. I forgot. See, it's like it's so funny too because like when you start to get into the rhythm and it becomes normal. This is why I always say don't focus on the money at all. Like don't even think about the money. Don't think about the money. Don't think about contracts. Just work. Put your work in. You know, build your way up to execution of the process with efficiency. And that's it. Everything else will take care of itself. So you got to do. Focusing on money and contracts and, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get filled. Do you get filled at 100 contracts? Like people used to always ask these questions. And my answer always is, well, just get there and you'll find out. So in other words, just focus on 1 and 0. Focus on 1 and 0 and building your way up over time. You're only going to be able to do that by refining your process in the first place. So it's just like, I remember people used to come on, they used to talk about like, oh, I'm having a hard time every time I get to 25 contracts. I get to 25 contracts and then I lose. You know what that is, right? That's you. You literally have created the cap mentally, emotionally. In your brain, that 25 means something to you, and you keep repeating that. Every time you get there, you lose. Literally, every time that you get to that position, you find a losing trade. And it's so crazy how your muscle memory creates manifestation that just happens and keeps repeating itself until you bypass it. You gotta, like, it's like you have to hack. You have to hack into yourself and elevate your mindset. And you have to do that from the bottom. You can't, it's not like you get up to a certain level or financial dollar amount in your account or contract size and then do it. Like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I get to 1,000, then I'm gonna start doing this. No, we're gonna start doing it from the gate. We start at $100, one contract. That's all you need. You don't even need the $250 that is required initially when you deposit. You don't even need that much. Take $100, one contract, one trade after the other. So that requires process. You understand? Process. Hold on, let me tell. All right, cool. Liza, I'm gonna remove you and then put you back in and see if that fixes whatever the problem is. Facebook is acting funny, like they acting up. I don't know why it's all these issues going on, but they having issues. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Just give me a moment. When I get off the live, I'll do that. Okay. All right, let me come back. Shani said, if I lose my next trade, I'll be sick to my stomach. Too many solid good habits to take a step back. As far as my account balance is just unacceptable. It ain't even in the conversation. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if and what if, that's outside of our mindset. That's outside of our pay scale. If is not a part of the business model. What if ain't part of the business model. We not dealing with that at all. Like, you got to be careful how you talk. You got to be careful how you speak. You speak things into existence. Don't say certain things. Stop saying shit that you don't want to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the weak say I'm strong. Speak what you want to happen. This is why training is so important. It conditions you to talk a certain way. You see, you stop talking about trades. You start talking about the market. You see the shift? You're conditioning yourself to do that. So now your talk becomes different. Your whole dialogue, your dialect is different. You don't even sound the same. You don't even use certain words. That's the dynamic that we're dealing with. So it's double whammy. Like, losing is a mindset first. You didn't lose a trade just because the market did something else. You lost a trade because you didn't recognize what the market was doing. And then you took the trade at the wrong time. The end. That's why you lost. You didn't lose because, oh, the market just, it randomly does. No, it doesn't. The crazy thing about the market is that ain't nothing random about it. Oh, Huh? Listen to what I said. There's nothing random about the market. Jesus. All right, I'm about to walk off, man. I need to relax because I don't know if you're keeping up. EJ, super momentum is too fast. You'll be priced out. Not only that, no binaries will be available. Super fast momentum is better for Forex. Not necessarily, EJ. Not necessarily. It depends on what's in the momentum. But we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just chill. Hassan, my focus strictly execution, remaining 1-0. That's it. Ain't nothing else. It's nothing else to do. Sean, easier said than done in real life. Cause you always see you, even though I have my balance hidden, I still know what it is. And that's just the mindset part, Shawnee, that you just still are dealing with, which is always going to be there to some degree. But what do? We train that out. That's all. Like, people wonder why I train so much. I train to suffocate that. Like, you see what you just said? That I still know that it's there. I still know what it is. That right there, we train that out of us. Yo, hold on a second. All right, so let me come back down. So that's the thing. If you think about the money and make the money, you are losing the mental capital, because even though you make the capital, you're actually losing. We talked about that yesterday. That's hard. All facts. Hassan, my wife asked me for some of my Tell her, Hassan, tell her. Like, listen, nah, man. Nah, my brother. You got to get your own. He said she want a Birkin. Asked the market average, how long do people stick with TA? The reason I asked is because to most people, this training is very mentally intense. Most people don't stick around long. Like, I'm just being honest. And it does have a lot to do with the mindset part of this. You gotta like, once you know that you've made a decision to do what needs to be done, just do it and stop thinking about the time. People think about the time too much. They get discouraged. They feel like it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take you way longer by not doing this. You see what I'm saying? Because you're looking for freedom. You're looking for financial, time, stress freedom. How are you going to do that? How are you going to make that happen? There's a clear path to that here. So You can't even compare what we're doing here to nothing. So it's not like you leave here to do something that's better than this. You might leave here to do something different, but what's better than the ability to do what we do? Like that's an honest question. Like, you realize what you're capable of doing. You got a cell phone or a laptop. You can be anywhere in the world. You got internet, and you have this skill set, able to execute the skill set just by opening up the platform. What's better than that? What's better than putting yourself in position, training and conditioning yourself to not be affected by money during the process of building, and then getting in place, and then once you're there, now it's normal what everybody thinks is impossible to do in the first place. You've normalized it. It's regular now to you. That's huge. So this is why we always talk about all of this stuff. It's like, if you think about it, like, why would you leave that path? Like what you gonna do? Where you going? Most people can't answer that, so they just create an excuse why they left. Oh, I didn't have the time. No, you just listen. You can't say that you can't afford it. You can't afford not to do it. Can't afford not to do it. What else are you going to do to get the type of freedom that we talking about having? That's the question. But that's a good question, though. Yep. And people make it way harder than it is, too. Like, if people would just stick 301 over P, this is easy. Like, it really is. It ain't nothing hard about it. You remember that commercial, right? Yep, the slow jams. Tracy, what's up? She said nothing better than that. After we achieve that, the next goal is to bring others to freedom. See, now that's what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Like, just think about something for a second. Let's say that you're the first person in your neighborhood, in your community, to actually accomplish what we're doing here. And your whole life changes. Your family's life changes. And everybody sees, like, oh, snap, what happened? Like, look, they doing good. And people see that now. People are going to be like, well, what you do? Yo, Lulu, with your ad libs. Lulu's funny. She come and make her presence known immediately.
All I said was, ours did.
She said ours did, and that is a fact. Tracy said we got to keep the bigger picture in mind. That's right. That's right. At all times. At all times, man. Because otherwise you'll stay in a very small world and in a very small circle. And remember that people in your circle can hurt you because they can keep you stuck in the circle. Whoa. Don't let nobody keep you stuck in the box. Don't do it. Yeah, Lulu want to check in. She on the 1-2s. Payless, there's nothing random about the market. There's nothing random about your BS. Everything has a reason to it. Figure out the reason and suffocate it. Come on, man. Look. All right, Payless, he about to. Come on now. He about to get me in position to walk off. Don Ashton, you can't make a living in trading without an intense level of training. Just like a muscle is only as good as it is trained. Facts. Yeah, but the market can sometimes move in a random fashion, and you need to know exactly what you want and looking out for before you enter, which makes it not random for you. Uh-oh. Listen, Ab, you just answered the question in the question. You just said the market can move in a random fashion. So you need to know exactly what you want and what to look out for before you enter. So if you know exactly what you're doing and what you're recognizing in the market, the random fashion that you speak of means that you're not in the market, which means it's not random. You are able to recognize that that's not what you should be present in. You see what I'm saying? So now you've removed the random from the equation. This is why I said it's nothing random about the market. So let me elaborate. There's nothing random about the market when you understand the market. Amen. Amen. But that's good though. Because I tried to leave, Mark put me back in the chat. She said, if you leave, you would never really hear. That is a fact. Yeah, you never really plugged in. And a lot of people do that. They come around and, they sign up for training. They don't watch 301 at all. It's like, what you doing? How many times did you watch 301? Oh, as soon as you start stuttering, or you tell me 2 or 3, come on, that's not training. You need to watch that training every day. You need to watch 301 mindset every day. Your mind ain't ready for the market. The market is going to reward you when your mind is prepared for it. Is that worth it? Ask Hassan. He just made a withdrawal. Ask him. Just saying. That's funny. Yo, Ab said, I never heard of the term 301 and repeat. He said, I know about others though. 301 and repeat, man. That's inside right there. That's inside, Ab. That's for the insiders. Lamont, hey Mark, in your opinion, do you think paying yourself momentarily before or after trying to do the projects you created? That's a personal thing, but I would say don't do it because you don't want to disrupt the focus of your execution of the process. Like, finish what you start. Why do that? You know what I'm saying? Like this, like the whole 301 mindset training was based on that question. Because it was a conversation, it was a dialogue between me and someone who wasn't training, and they made a withdrawal. And I was like, well, why'd you make a withdrawal? Oh, because I achieved the milestone. What's the milestone? $1,000. $1,000 is not a milestone. 1-0 is the milestone. You understand? So it's like you almost cheating yourself by doing little things to try to shorten the process that should be done over time. And it's a long process. It's a long process that becomes short because you're focused on doing it. When you try to shorten the process, it becomes long. You try to speed it up and you slow it down. When you slow it down, it speeds up. Go figure. It's always the opposite of what you think. You see, this is why your mentality always has to elevate, because you have to have an elevated thought process to realize that, you know what, no, I'm just going to focus on what needs to be done. And that's it. I'm not deviating from the focus. And now you actually do it. And that's it. It's like the end. There's nothing else. But I understand. I understand the question. I understand where it's coming from. I do. Add the market don't move randomly. There's a level of understanding to see clearly. Facts. Facts. He said it moves both randomly. Listen, don't get choked out. It moves both randomly and at times it doesn't. It's stationary. I kind of understand what you're trying to say, Ab, but not really. Like what you're saying is like, no. I understand why you're saying that though, because you're describing movement versus the market not moving. The funny thing is that even when the market is not moving, it is moving. We ain't gonna go there. Let's just let's just focus. Let me chill so I can get off of this. J. Carly, I'm okay with staying in the TA circle all day. She said that's because you're not in training. Yeah, nobody understands what 301 is. They just know that it's something that we do. EJ, market changes throughout the day as it transitions to different stages, and it's about recognizing when is the best time to trade in. Yes. Yep. Sadiq, I might have to change my bet to Ab. Yeah, at first you was betting on EJ, right? EJ said, I might just join for Sadiq. I like his vibe. It's TA, man. The vibe is TA all day. Yep. Sadiq is TA, my man. That's the vibe you speak of. I'm telling you. What's funny is that you can't even really be around us without being on the vibration, because your mindset is going to have to shift in order for you to deal with the market. That's the part that people don't understand. It's like you thinking that, oh, well, I don't like them. I don't like that group. I don't like how they, they joke around and clown around, blah, 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 blah. That has nothing to do with anything. If you can't deal with the group, how are you going to deal with the market? I should have saved that, because that's the walk-off right there. I should have held on to that. Anyway, so 301 mindset. Kalisha, I'm ready to say that I completed 30 trades of freedom. That's what I'm talking about. Speak it into existence. Ab, I see yes movement was what I was referring to. Okay, yes. Now I understand what you were saying. Even more, yes. Walker, time is the market. Time always moves, even if the position of the market or price don't move with it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the walk off right there, because we know that stability transcends time. Peace.